Friends, hope you all are doing great. This is Gary. It's been a while. This is a long-awaited update on our crypto algo trading, our opportunity that we've been organizing and building and developing now for almost a year. For those of you who haven't been following along, real quick, we'll say November, December, a year ago, when we realized that the crypto industry was here to stay, with new governments in the US, crypto friendly, we knew there were going to be opportunities moving forward in long term in crypto. Now, the average person can't just make money in crypto. It's not that easy. Obviously, you see all the volatility. So we want to create something where you can benefit from all that volatility in the markets, but without having to learn to trade yourself. Something that's automated, something that runs for you in the background while you're doing whatever else, your work, your job, your business, whatever other opportunities, investments you have, something that can benefit from that volatility in crypto, hands-free. Now, a few other things that had the requirements that this had to meet before we make it available. Number one, no upfront cost initially. There's not going to be any big upfront fees. Other companies that offer automated trading, they're charging hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars to access what they've created. No, that's not how this is going to start. Number two, always having access to your capital. Trading from your own private account where you can withdraw your money anytime without restrictions. Okay? Those are two of the most important things in my mind. And obviously being fully automated where you don't have to worry about executing trades, opening and closing, babysitting, managing it. It runs completely automated. And obviously we want something that's going to make money. So that's one of the reasons that this has been in development and we've been working on it for so long, is to get it right. Now, some of you know that we were ready to launch like a preliminary version back in June, and we lost one of our partners, someone who was going to handle all the technical stuff, a software engineer from Intel who partnered with us, saw my vision, loved the plan, loved what we're putting together, and was ready to come on board with us and run the whole technical side of it. And unfortunately, she had an accident, a medical emergency that caused a pretty serious situation. She's going to be okay, but we can't have her as a partner right now as far as contributing to the company. So that forced me to do a few things, to seek out other individuals and to also learn this myself, which I have done. I know how to do most of this myself now. I've learned how to not only create a series of bots that are doing phenomenal, they're doing great. When you see them, you're going to be blown away. We've got consistent bots, and now I know how to connect them to the exchanges. I know how to do the webhooks, to do the automation and connect these through some of the information that I know and through a couple of partnerships I've made with other people who also have technology and software that can help us. So let's move forward. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to share my screen here, go right into our trading view and let you see what we've got here. And there we go. Okay, trading view. Trading view is where everything happens for us. This is where all the bot executions originate in trading view. This is where all the testing happens, all the back testing, all the live testing. If you notice, we have a business account with trading view under blue chip algo trading. Trading view ultimate account, the top of the line, most expensive subscription trading view has. See, we're taking this seriously. In this account, you can see there are 29 or 30 different tabs running. Each of those tabs has an individual bot running, okay? Some of those are still in testing. 9 of those are running live and are connected to our Blowfin exchange, executing trades as we speak. Right now, it's live, it's up and running. I will be sharing the details on how you can connect to that and begin benefiting from all this. So I'm going to go through and show you some of these. I don't want this video to run too long. I'm not going to get too technical with it. I just want to show you what we've been working on. So this is one of our bots right here. And it doesn't really matter which crypto they're trading. The key to this is having multiple bots running simultaneously that are each trading with just a small portion of the available margin in these accounts, that is also using leverage to trade. And then where the bot is executing the opening position and the closing position, and it happens very quickly. So, for example, Pixel, this is just one of many cryptos that we're trading. And take a look at the results. You can see the performance. Now, this is how TradingView allows you to do a lot of back testing and live testing. What you're seeing on this screen is the last 12 months, 365 days of this bot trading. It has taken 73 trades. The overall P&L is 101%. The drawdown is about 19%. And you can see the curve. It's a beautiful profit curve. This is what you want to see in any trading account. Now, keep in mind, you're seeing this result of over 100%, but this is only trading a fraction of the balance in the account. That's the key to this, okay? So, and you can see this actually took a trade just a few days ago, a winning trade. These bots don't take a lot of trades. These are not high frequency bots. They're looking for very specific situations and setups. Some of the bots only taking one trade a week, and others might be taking multiple trades every day. They're all running on different time frames, trading different cryptos. Let's move to the next one. This is my Doge bot, and this is one that I've actually created and optimized myself, and I'm very proud of that because it's been a lot of learning and a lot goes into creating these bots. And this one is doing great. It actually just closed the trade yesterday, a nice profitable trade on a short position. That position ran for almost 2 days, a day and a half before it closed in profit. And you can see the profit curve. This is just in the last 90 days where you got almost 70% profitable trades, 32%, 33%. So this bot has done very well. And I'll do a quick and show you what it's done over the last year. 174%. A little bit of drawdown in the beginning, which was at the end of last year in December. But after that, it caught up and it's been in profit ever since. Let's move on to the next one. Ethereum. This chart is very busy. That's just because of the bot that's running and it displays all that noise on the chart. But just to look at the chart itself, the results, again, 141%, low drawdown, about 50% profitable trades, which is that's my cutoff in that 50% range. I want all my bots to have between a 50 and 80% profitable trade ratio. So let's move on to the next one, Arrow. This is another one that I've created myself and optimized. And actually it just closed a winning trade earlier today, which is beautiful. And again, phenomenal results over the last year, 182% profitability. If you look at the last 90 days, this thing has been running live for pretty much most of those 90 days. A little choppy in the beginning, but it's up almost 40% with a very low drawdown, only 5-6% drawdown, 61% profitable trades, another phenomenal bot. So each of these bots, this group right here, from Pixel, Doge, Ethereum, all the way to Solana, these are all running live right now in our exchange. In other words, when these bots take an execution on TradingView, that execution is instantly set to the exchange. All that code you see on the screen right there, that's the code that sends the instructions to the exchange, opens the position, and then when the trade closes, when the profits hit or when the stop losses hit, it sends another execution to the exchange and closes the trade. That usually happens in 5 seconds or less. Sometimes it's in less than a second, but it's very fast. There's not much slippage. We don't really worry about that. That's factored. Slippage can go for you or against you, so we don't worry about a couple seconds of slippage in these markets, okay? So we have 9 of these currently running right now, all live, all connected to our Blowfin account. That's where you, as our users, will be able to benefit from this. I'm going to be sharing the instructions for that. A couple weeks ago, I did share the link to set up your Blowfin account. So hopefully a lot of you have done that. I'll share that link again so you can do that first step. And then we're kind of putting together an instruction video for some people who don't know how this works. It'll be a little more complicated for them than others who have done this before, as far as creating, funding your account. All the trades are done with USDT. Now you can send any crypto into Blowfin and swap it into USDT, and you simply connect it to our copy trading. That's all you have to do. There's not there's not a lot of settings. There's not a lot to do. It's fairly simple. And once it's up and running, everything else is happening fully automated from our screens and from our bots. So what else did I want to go over here? I'll show a couple more. SUI. A lot of you know I've been working with bots on SUI going all the way back to the beginning. This one looks a little choppy, but if you look over the last year, this bot has done 533% since November 15th last year. That's some really big months. The month of June was insane. And again, this is, we wanted to be connected back in June, and unfortunately we weren't able to. We would have been able to start monetizing this and made progress a little faster, but that's okay. We're here now, and this is going to be great. Here's another bot running on AVAX. And look at this. Look at these results. This chart right here shows you basically the individual trade results on a monthly basis. Each of these represents 1 month. There's no compounding factored in here. This thing hasn't had a losing month since last December. And if you look over the course of the last couple of years, you barely had a losing month. Now, it's not a very aggressive bot. You see this last trade, it only had 2x leverage. But in the last year, it has generated 131% of profit. Again, very consistent. And by combining a group of these bots that all have similar results to this, by combining several of them into one account, this is what, from all the testing and all the research I've done the last 6 months in this is how you create a profitable account. Not by trading a single bot in one account. That's much riskier. You have to be a lot more aggressive, and there's a much higher chance of going into significant drawdown doing it that way. So this is the way to do it, to create something that's sustainable, and that's much lower risk than other ways. Now, there's going to be a lot more coming, moving forward with this. We have a lot of other bots that are in testing. All these are different codes and bots that we have in testing. Some of them are great already. I'm looking for a 10th bot to add to this right here. Actually, this is one we have. This is our FET bot. And again, these screens look different because some of the trading code, the bot codes are different. So you see different configurations on the screen. And this is our Solano bot, which just finished a short winner a couple days ago. And again, if you look at these monthly results, that's basically a break-even month in August. And if you look, almost 2 years of hardly one losing month, very small losses. And over the course of the last year, 413% of profit over the course of the last 12 months. I mean, you can see it chops along, and you've got to be patient with this. This is something where you will deposit money into this and let it run. Don't be looking at it every day. Don't worry. If you think you're going to make a lot of money in a couple weeks, or this really isn't for you. This is, at this point, we're going to add more aggressive bots and more aggressive options as we progress. But this first setup is to compound and grow an account long term. Okay, I believe, and I really can't share any exact projections, and I'm not going to do that. But you see the results that each of these bots has generated on its own. And by combining all them together, the results within these individual accounts are going to be, I think it's going to do fine. I really do. And at the same time, if we go into a little drawdown, nobody's going to be liquidated. You're never going to see your account balance go to zero. That will never happen with these bots. Never. I'm confident saying that. Okay. Other people that do copy trading or bot trading, they're extremely aggressive. They're trying to double your account in a short period of time, and instead of doubling it, it ends up going to zero. That is not going to happen with this. We want this to run long term. We're making this available with no upfront cost. You always have control of your capital. But I'm telling you, in the future, The people who join this later, we're going to have an established group of customers up front. We can only have 200 users in our Blowfin account, in this first copy trading account. Those first 200 users will always have free access to anything we create moving forward. Once that's full, and as we begin connecting to other exchanges, we're going to add a monthly subscription. We'd like to add some sort of affiliate model. Once we can prove that this is sustainable and can run long term, which I know it can, that's when we're really going to grow this and attract a huge community. We could potentially, by this time next year, we could have 5,000 or 10,000 users. That's the goal. That's the vision with this. We want to be able to help as many people as we can. We know how many struggling traders there are out there, people who have been scammed trying to make money in crypto. Buying and holding crypto is very difficult to profit unless you have significant funds and a long-term vision. You see how choppy the markets have been. I mean, Bitcoin is back under 100,000 again. I wouldn't have predicted that, but it's happened. So we're making money long and short. We're making money from the volatility in crypto, and that's where I believe the most consistent long-term profits can be made, at least at this point, the way the markets have been. So I think that's all I'm going to share right now. I think that covers most of it. I need to share some instructions and some information on connecting to Blowfin. I just wanted to show you all, I haven't forgot about you. I've been working on this. This has been nonstop. You can see how much we've got going on now. And the fact that I know how to connect these bots to the exchanges now, it's been a lot of work and a lot of learning on my part. And at the same time, those of you who follow the Facebook group, we're also trading gold futures live during the week, during the major sessions, and following a very successful group of live traders. And we kind of collaborated with them on a certain level. Some of their users are going to be involved with this, and some of our friends and followers are already involved trading with them and their community. So if you want to know more about that, there's a post already on a Facebook group about that. They're called Time to Eat Trading. They're a group of young guys, and these guys have done so well. They have a very consistent model that works. And so in combination, our overall brand is WeTrade24. A lot of people here, they like to trade live. Trading crypto live is tough. So you can have an automated crypto trading option going on in the background while you're trading live, trading gold futures, and maybe a little bit of NASDAQ and S&P 500 at the same time. Their strategy works on both of those. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're sharing. We're trying to help as many people as we can to benefit, whether it's live trading, whether it's automated trading, just to extract some profit, to raise your, lift your own financial, whatever I'm trying to say. This is an entirely unscripted, off the top of my head video. So hope you can appreciate that for what it's worth. And I hope I'm not rambling on here too much. But anyway, I'm going to cut it here. Thank you for watching. Please comment on this video. Just give it a check mark. I'm going to try to get the YouTube channel running. So all your engagement helps as well with that. And follow the channel, follow the Facebook group. And we're really, even though it's been a lot of work and a year almost, we're just getting started with monetizing this and bringing it to the world where we can all share in the profit and do very well together. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. I love all of you. God bless you. Thank you.